The public school system in New Jersey is going bankrupt, so I think it's time to move to Pennsylvania. I want to beat the crowd to the exit door before the financial Armageddon. Do you have any nice 4-bedroom colonials available?
Yes, there are many beautiful homes for sale in Newtown. Most of them are brand new. The banks own them. You will love Newtown. It is home to our nation's oldest operating movie theater. The folks in Newtown love to watch movies. Do you like to watch movies?
Yes, I like to watch movies. But what about the schools? Does Newtown have a good public school system?
Newtown is served by the Council Rock School District.
Council Rock? Isn't that where the teachers show movies to the students instead of teaching?
Yes, it's called visual literacy. It's very progressive.
I heard that the teachers show R-rated movies from their personal collections.
That's not true. The R-rated movies, 54 of them, were paid for by the taxpayers, not the teachers.
I heard that some of the movies contain scenes of graphic violence, including rape, gratuitous sex, and excessive profanity. You know, lots of F-words and even the C-word, the most vile word in the English language.
Yes, that is why the movies are rated R.
I also heard that some of the movies promote drug use and misogyny. In one of the films, for example, a young girl performs sex for drugs.
Yes, but it's okay, because all of the movies are approved by the superintendent. He is very progressive. How do you know so much about this?
Parents Active in Responsible Education. It's a group of parents committed to improving the quality of the curriculum at Council Rock. They have been interviewed on television and radio and written about in the local newspapers.
No one pays any attention to them. They are crazy. Go to their website to see for yourself. CRSD respect.org. Do you have children in high school?
Yes.
Well, if you are offended by the use of R-rated movies in the classroom, then you can simply refuse to sign the permission slip.
Permission slip?
Yes, the students must have permission slips in order to watch the R-rated movies.
Isn't that humiliating to the students whose parents won't allow them to watch R-rated movies in school?
Yes. Children are very vulnerable to peer pressure at that age. Therefore, most of them forge their parents' signature to avoid the ridicule.
What happens to the students who get caught forging the permission slip?
Those students are given a separate but equal assignment in another room while the movie is shown to the rest of the class.
Separate but equal? Isn't that the legal doctrine used to justify systems of racial segregation, subsequently ruled unconstitutional by the Supreme Court in 1954? That doesn't sound very progressive.
You make a valid point. However, I still think it's good to expose students to graphic violence and all of the other horrible things you mentioned. It helps to desensitize them to the inevitable horrors that are likely to be thrust upon their generation by our increasingly tyrannical and fiscally irresponsible government.
But what about the school district's own written protocol? Doesn't it require all educational material to, quote, foster respect for women as well as ethnic, religious and minority groups, end quote?
The protocol is just a piece of paper, like the Constitution. It doesn't actually mean anything. Are you a member of the Tea Party?
Not necessarily. I just think the school district should follow its own written protocols. For example, one of the approved films refers to the Virgin Mary as a whore and tells God to F himself. Clearly, that does not foster respect for the Christian religion.
Well, maybe you should just send your kids to the Catholic school. Instead of watching movies, I think they spend most of the time reading books and writing papers. Lots of math and science too.
Yes, but even if I homeschooled my children or had no children at all, I still don't like all of the controversy and negative publicity. As a realtor, you know that the value of a home is strongly influenced by the quality of the local public school system. In fact, the public schools serve as the foundation of the entire local economy. Furthermore, I wouldn't like the idea of my tax dollars being used to promote violence against women. What about the school board? Why don't they overrule the superintendent and remove the controversial movies from the curriculum?
I don't think they can. At Council Rock, I heard that the school board reports to the superintendent, not the other way around.
That's ridiculous. The primary purpose of the school board is to look out for the welfare of the students and the taxpayers, not the superintendent or the teachers.
Are you some kind of idealist?
No, it's just common sense.
Do you want to buy a house in Newtown or not?
No, I think I'll take my business someplace else.